Companies are racing to use AI. New assistants, new copilots, new chatbots, new automation pilots, new dashboards, new promises. The message is always the same. We are modern. We are moving fast. We are using the future. But there is one uncomfortable question behind the announcement. Where is the money? Not the press release, not the demo, not the strategy slide. The money. Is the company actually more profitable? Are customers being served better? Are decisions faster? Are risks lower? Are employees doing better work? Or has the company simply added a new layer of technology, meetings, consultants, software licenses, dashboards, and confusion? This is the AI profit illusion. A company can look more advanced while becoming more complicated. It can launch more pilots while improving less work. It can sound more innovative while becoming harder to manage. That is why the next phase of AI will not be judged by excitement alone. The first phase was adoption. The next phase is proof. Using AI is easy to announce. Creating value from AI is much harder to prove. And in the next few years, that difference may separate companies that genuinely improve from companies that only look modern on paper. Because the real AI race is not adoption. The real AI race is proof. This has happened before. AI feels new, but the pattern is old. Business history is full of moments when a powerful new technology arrived with enormous promise. And each time, companies rushed to adopt it. Electricity entered factories. But many factories did not immediately become more productive. At first, they simply placed electric motors into old layouts and expected the business to improve. The real gains came later, when factories were redesigned around the new source of power. Computers entered offices. But buying machines did not automatically improve management. Spreadsheets gave managers more control over numbers, but they also created new risks, more versions, more assumptions, more hidden errors, more confidence in models that few people properly checked. Then the internet arrived. Many companies believed that being online was the strategy. A website, a portal, a digital brand, an e-commerce experiment. But the winners were not simply the companies that went online. The winners redesigned distribution, customer relationships, logistics, data, and cost structures around the internet. Cloud software repeated the pattern. Companies moved systems into the cloud, but often kept old processes, old approval chains, old reporting habits, and old organizational silos. Now, AI has arrived, and the old question has returned. Is the technology changing the system, or is the system just wearing a new costume? That is the lesson of business technology. Technology matters enormously, but technology rewards redesign. It punishes decoration. Tools arrive first. Value comes later. And value only comes when people, technology, institutions, and incentives change around the tool. That is why AI value matters. Not because AI is unimportant, but because AI is too important to be measured by announcements alone. Let us make this very simple. Using AI means a company has introduced artificial intelligence somewhere in the business. Creating value means the business has actually improved. Those are not the same thing. A company can give every employee an AI assistant and still waste time. A bank can use AI in customer service and still have slow processes. An insurer can use AI in claims and still pay too much because the root causes are not fixed. A manufacturer can use AI in planning and still carry too much inventory. An automotive company can use AI in software, sales, after-sales, and warranty analysis, but still fail to improve margins, residual values, or service economics. The problem is not that AI is useless. The problem is that tools do not automatically change behavior, incentives, workflows, or accountability. A chatbot is not a transformation. A pilot is not a profit engine. A dashboard is not a better decision. And an AI strategy is not the same thing as an operating result. This is the first major trap. AI theater counts tools. AI value changes work. AI theater launches pilots. AI value scales winners. AI theater creates dashboards. AI value improves decisions. AI theater celebrates adoption. AI value proves results. The value is not in the tool alone. The value is in the system that forms around the tool. AI theater is tempting because it is visible. A press release is visible. A demo is visible. A list of use cases is visible. A new chatbot is visible. A new internal assistant is visible. A new innovation lab is visible. But real value is often much less glamorous. Real value may be a claims process that takes 2 days instead of 2 weeks. It may be fewer manual checks in a finance department. It may be a call center that solves the customer problem the first time. It may be a warehouse that orders the right parts before the shortage happens. It may be a manager who can see which projects should be stopped instead of funding everything because it sounds innovative. This is where many companies lose the plot. The easiest things to count are not always the most important things. It is easy to count how many AI tools a company has. It is harder to prove which ones improved profit, service quality, risk control, or customer trust. That is where AI theater begins. AI theater is what happens when the performance of transformation becomes more visible than the result of transformation. The company looks modern. The slide deck looks impressive. The demo works. The pilot has a name. The dashboard has color. But the business is not clearly better. There is also an incentive problem. Executives may want AI headlines. Vendors may want software contracts. Consultants may want transformation programs. Managers may want dashboards. Employees may want tools that make work easier. Finance wants evidence. Risk teams want control. Customers want better service. Regulators want fairness, explainability, and accountability. All of these actors may support AI, but they may not be trying to achieve the same thing. That is why the next AI race will not be about who has the longest list of pilots. It will be about who can turn those pilots into real operating results. The demo is not the business. The business is what changes after the demo ends. Now comes the part companies do not like to measure. AI itself has a cost, not just the software license. There is the cost of data, the cost of cleaning old systems, the cost of cloud infrastructure, the cost of cyber protection, the cost of compliance, the cost of training people, the cost of checking AI output, the cost of changing workflows, the cost of meetings, governance boards, and vendor management. The model is only one part of the system. Behind it sit data pipelines, old databases, cloud infrastructure, access rights, cybersecurity, workflow tools, monitoring, human review, and escalation rules. This is where the simple story breaks. AI is not just an engine. It needs a road. It needs a map. It needs a driver. It needs brakes. It needs a destination. The engine is the AI model. The road is the workflow. The map is the data. The driver is the people using it. The brakes are governance. And the destination is business value. If the engine is powerful but the road is blocked, the car does not move. If the map is wrong, the car goes in the wrong direction. If the driver is confused, the journey becomes dangerous. If there are no brakes, speed becomes risk. And if there is no destination, movement becomes theater. That is why AI inside a badly designed company is like putting a jet engine on a traffic jam. The engine is powerful, but the road is still blocked. Sometimes AI saves money in one department while creating new costs in another. A company may automate part of customer service. That sounds efficient. But if the AI gives poor answers, complaints rise. If customers become frustrated, staff spend more time fixing problems. If regulators or auditors ask questions, the company adds more controls. If the data is wrong, the system may produce the wrong answer faster. The technology may still be useful, but the final value is smaller than the headline suggested. This is the difference between gross benefit and real value. Gross benefit asks, did AI reduce one task? Real value asks, after all costs, risks, and complexity are counted, did the business actually improve? Did it become faster, safer, cheaper, more reliable, more profitable, more trusted? That is the cost nobody puts in the demo. And that is why the AI profit illusion is so powerful. From the outside, a company may look modern. New tools, new pilots, new dashboards, new announcements. But underneath, the real question remains the same. Did the business actually improve? Because AI value is not measured by how impressive the technology looks. It is measured after the costs, the risks, the complexity, the people, the process, and the hidden work are counted. This is where the first part of the AI value story ends. AI adoption is easy to see. AI value is harder to prove, and in the next part, we go one step deeper. Where should AI value actually show up? In productivity, in cost, in revenue, in risk, in customer experience, in better decisions? Because the real AI race is not adoption, it is proof. This is Lessons Untold. Understanding the forces that shape our world. Subscribe for Part 2, where we continue with the AI value test.